leads coming in using Matt Middlestat before we recorded, talked about it, Facebook. Now, before you're like, oh my God, another Facebook, another way to do Facebook. Guys, you're going to want to hear this one because I'm going to show you evidence and proof of what just happened last week. I want to show you actual proof, and I'm going to show you how much I spent. This was a beta test. I'm going to show you how I did it. And FYI, it took me less than 1 minute to create the Facebook ad, launched it. That night, I started getting leads, phone numbers, emails, names. And by the time I shut the test down, I had 19 leads, all contact information. And I had over $29 spent for those. So it was right around $1.60 to $1.79 a lead. And man, it just absolutely blew me away. So I wanted to share this with you guys. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to, let me get out of this. There we go. I'm gonna come over here. I'm going to walk you through the strategy, guys. So let's talk a little bit about how we're generating these leads. Now with Facebook, can y'all see, I've pulled up my MLS. Can y'all see it? Matt, can you see this?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And if you guys are on right now, mute yourself. Matt, I don't know if you have the ability to mute everybody. Can you check? There we go. So I'm going to walk you through a strategy that I did, guys. And I'm telling you right now, today you can implement the strategy. And by tonight, you're getting leads in. Now, I'm going to show you why these leads, and Matt's right. Facebook, it's changed a little bit back in our favor, and I'm going to show it to you. Not only are you going to generate these leads, guys, these leads are going to tell you when they're going to be purchasing real estate. Like they're going to literally, I'm going to show it to you. It's nothing I made up. They're telling me what their time frame is. And do you guys understand that kind of data?
Why is it so low?
Who just said something?
Let me mute.
Yeah, let's mute everybody.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
guys, I'm going to show you proof of these leads telling me when they want to purchase real estate. This thing is one of the coolest strategies that I've actually implemented in years. And it's the easiest strategy. See, in the past, and Matt, I don't know if you've ever done these, but in the past, when you would create a Facebook ad, guys, you'd have to have your Facebook account. You'd have to link your credit card to it. You'd have to go in and create the asset. That's pictures, content, emojis. You'd have to come up with a page you're going to direct them to, figure out who you're wanting to send the ad to. I mean, we're talking 40 minutes to 2 hours.
Let me just say this. This platform, guys, okay, that Kelly's about to show you, they made it for Victor Alonso. Okay. They made it to where it was like, you know, that book, like, you know, Facebook Leads for Dummies. Like this was made for Victor Alonso. I love you, Vic, but this is so plug and play, guys. It's so simple. And what he's
that's something like people need, man. Easy.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Listen,
I say no names, I'll say it, but anyways.
Hey, believe it or not, Victor, me and you work the same way. If it's not easy, like when I mean, I don't care about hard work, but if it's not simplified, I'm not going to use it. That's why I'm an iPhone user. It's simplified. I turn it on. I know where the little phone button is, the text button, you know. Android, it's like, oh my God, like, oh, there's a little lag there, you know, and I'm sorry for you Android users, but this is simplified. And you can literally, if you guys have ever seen in your Chime where you can go in and you can click on your listing and create an ad with one click and boom, 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 boom. Same thing, but this platform and what he's about to show you is the same thing, but you can have access to the whole MLS with it. So go ahead, Kelly.
You got it. All right. So guys, I'm going to walk you through the genesis of how this all started. So not this weekend that just passed. So it's Monday now, but not Sunday yesterday, but a week ago, my wife and I decided we were going to go out and look at homes that are available. We're kind of in that, we're ready to move up to a little bit bigger home. We need some more square footage. My wife would like a swimming pool. Not that I want all of that, but we're out, look, we're out sniffing the territory, right? We're sniffing and saying what's available. And I'm going through all the same mentality that the buyers are going through right now. It's like interest rates, payment's going to be this high, down payment, closing costs. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking about all of that. Well, we picked about 6 homes to see on Sunday. The very last home that we went and visited, and I'm going to show it to you. You can see it right here, was a lakefront home, guys. So I'll show you. When I say lakefront, it's a canal front leading into the chain of lakes. So here's this is the backyard coming. This canal was massive, right? Not trying to sell you guys on the home, but this house was absolutely just gorgeous. It's just the home was stuck in 1980. I felt like I walked into the Brady Bunch. But anyway, it was all doable. But while we're there, it happened to be an open house. So the listing agent, who was a young fella, probably 27, 28, he's in there, and we just struck up a conversation. And I thought, you know what? I've been looking to do some more advertising. I want to try out and see what quality I can get on Facebook again so that I can bring this to the team. So I said to the gentleman, I said, listen, and we disclosed at the beginning that we're realtors. I said, let me ask you a question. If I could spend my dollars marketing your home, I'll pay for the ads on Facebook to find a buyer that's willing to pay at or above what you're asking for the home. Would you give me permission to use your listing? He said, heck yeah, go find me a buyer. Been on market now for 157 days. I said, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be home in about 20 or 30 minutes. I'm just going to send you a quick email and just reply back that I have your permission to use the listing at 5639, whatever. Covered my assets, guys. I didn't want to do this Facebook ad since it's his listing and get in trouble. So now I have an email with the listing agent's permission to advertise his home. Everybody with me on this? This is important. If you do this strategy, now, if you have your own listing, this is what you got to be doing. I don't know what state all of you guys are in, and if you're watching this on YouTube, but in Florida, we can act as a transactional broker, which means I can write an offer for a buyer on my own listing and present it to my seller. And if they approve that offer and execute the contract, I'm double ending. I'm getting both the seller and the buyer side commission. That's transactional brokerage here in Florida. Everything's disclosed, but that's why I like to do ads on my own properties, because about every 25% of all my homes, I'll double end when I do this strategy. And I like, $15,000 to $20,000 commissions as opposed to 7 to 10. So this particular agent said, yes, Kelly, do it. So I went ahead and looked at the home. Here's the MLS number. Here's the zip code. So guys, here's what worked. Sunday before dinner, I went into my computer and opened up a company that I use. This is one of 3 softwares that I use. You guys that follow me know I use Mailbox Power for all my direct mail. I use My Plus Leads for FSBOs, expires, neighborhood data, where I'm now not only getting neighborhood data, I'm getting phone numbers and emails with one push of a button. That's a whole nother training. And you want to talk about an open house? We'll do one of those in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to show you guys how to absolutely crush an open house by getting strategic information and sending out emails and postcards. But anyway, let's get back to this. So all I needed was some specific information on here. So I went to listings to leads, which is one of 3. Again, My Plus Leads, Mailbox Power, and listings to leads. And in listings to leads, it allows me to add a list. Now, this will port over any listings that you have as an agent, or you can add a listing. So what I did is I came over here and I grabbed a listing. All it asked me for was the zip code and the listing ID. So back over here, all I needed was that and that. Once I put that information in and hit the word grab, within 1 minute, this is what it gave me, guys. This thing is amazing. Now I've got a complete marketing suite if I so choose. I can run a Facebook ad. I can run a Google ad. I'm not talking Google ad today. We don't have time, but you can run. How many of you have ever run Google ads? That is a nightmare if you don't know what you're doing. And you know what? Side topic here, Matt. A lot of agents are paying outside agencies $200, $300, $400, $500 a month to create and manage these ads. Guys, if you're doing that, I'm about to free up a couple $100 a month of your money. You can do it with one click here that gets results. So it's got everything I need. Social media posts. I can run a Google ad. There's a nearby homeowners letter. So if I want to send this letter right here to any of the addresses in the neighborhood, letting them know this house is, I can do it. I can print that letter and I can either have Mailbox Power send it, or I can print it at my computer and mail it that day. But the letter's already done, complete with QR code and a text to call feature, right? But I'm not going to do a complete demo for you guys on listings to leads. That's a whole nother set. I just wanted to show you all of the different assets you get. But what I did, guys, is I went here to where it says ads. Okay. right there. And I said, I want to create an ad on that particular property. So Sunday night last week, I came in here and hit create a Facebook ad, create a listing ad. It already puts to lead ads, which is where you automatically get phone numbers, emails, and names. And I'm doing it on that other agent's listing with his permission. Create an ad. Guys, within seconds, this software has now created the ad. Now, I'm not going to walk you through it, literally within about
now
3
let
minutes.
me stop you there.
Okay.
First of all, guys, I want you guys to look at number one. Kelly went and asked the agent. Right now, agents are wanting their listings sold because they're taking too long to sell. And when I say taking too long, they think 30 days is long on the market. But they are willing to allow you to advertise their stuff. And it all depends on your state, but most states, it's a requirement that you have to ask them. So all that Kelly did was ask, and guess what? He got leads out of it, and you saw that one click of a button. Now, all he's got to do right now is a few little things, put in his budget that he wants to spend on it, okay? The scheduled time he wants it to end and start, and then he clicks publish, and it's done. Like it's done, and it starts running. You could have 4 or 5 different ads that are running that are super pretty like this, and he didn't have to put all those pictures in, all that type of stuff. Nope. Years ago, I used to create funnels, and I used to sell funnels. Okay, funnel building, kind of like click funnels and things like that. This is so much easier and so much faster, and you're not show them Kelly, just off that one ad when you clicked publish in the time frame. Show them what type of leads you got. Go ahead.
So Matt's right. All of this content was, I didn't do any of this. And it even gave me, when's the last time you were able to do a text to call like that? Usually you have to put in your phone number. So you'd have to put in, text this address to your phone number, right? This is a true text to call feed. You can't even get this anymore. Listings to Leads bought a license for this years ago, and they only have so many of these. But you try to go and get one of these, it'll cost you $3 to $4 grand a month to get this technology. And you have it inside of the account. So once I hit the word publish, guys, here's what the ad looked like. You ready? See if I can find it. There it is. Canal front and lake access for sale. And I even had a spelling error. I went in and edited some of the content. Look, I had a spelling error, stupid me, and I still generated 19 leads in 2 days. But there's the ad, guys. And all they had to do is click learn more. And with the Facebook lead ad, guys, it pops up. So I want you to think about this. When you create a Facebook page, what are 3 things they want from you? They want your first name and last name. Facebook. You can't even have a page if your first name's Bob and you don't have a last name, right? You got to have a first name and a last name. You have to have a valid phone number, not an 800 number, a phone number. And trust me, if you try to put a crappy phone number, Facebook's going to know. They're going to kick you out. Then you have to have an active, valid, non-bounced email. Not a redirect email, but your actual email. You have those 3 things, you can create a Facebook account. So everybody on Facebook right now that sees this ad and they click learn more, here's why these are so powerful. A pop-up box shows up and it has their name, their phone number, their email. And it says,
Kelly, go ahead and click the learn more. Show them
this
what
ad
it looks
is
like.
no longer active, so it might not work. Let me just see. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Look at this right there. Because if I click learn more, guess what would happen? I would go to the website, and I'll show you what the website looks like that this site created. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you now. If I were to click learn more and then click the button submit, this is where it would take me. Here's the home right here. Guys, I didn't create this. This was all created for me. All Facebook did, or all Listings to Lead did, was they synced with my local MLS, and they pulled all the pictures. They pulled all of the description, the price, all of that was done for me, right? It's got a, when do you plan to buy? This is going to be important. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It's got all the pictures. It's got a home value. So if that buyer is looking to sell a home, he can go ahead and check his home value. It has 4 downloadable ebooks. These are ebooks they download. They're branded to me. It's got a map of all the local establishments. If you want coffee shops, groceries, shopping, parks, it shows them what is near that home. And then this is cool. It has a street Google view. There's the house right there. You can walk down the street just to see what kind of neighborhood this is. You know, is it okay? Whatever. I think that's cool. And then it shows all of the local schools that are near that property. So this is what the website creates. Oh, and lastly, this one I really love. I can download a flyer from this particular home. If this was my listing, I would download that flyer. Let me show you what it looks like. I would print 30 of these, and I would take this flyer and I would put it inside the house. There's the text to call. There's my name. All of that's created for me, right? So let me get out of there. I'm not trying to sell you guys on it. I'm just showing you how powerful this website is. So when they click that ad, it goes right there. But that's not the end of it, right? Let me see if I can find it. Where are you? Let me go back here. Okay, so now let's talk results. So I ran that ad, and I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to bring this over in 2 seconds. I ran
Kelly,
that ad.
Michelle has a question real quick.
Go for it.
Can you create a just sold as well with this?
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll go over that in a minute. I'll actually, let me finish the Facebook part, and then I'll answer any questions you guys have. And I'll show you specifically what you can create as far as landing pages and listings. It's off the chain. All right. So let me get back. So guys, back to my original concept. I ran an ad last Sunday and I ended it on Wednesday morning because I just got too many leads, right? Now, if all these leads was a phone number, a name, and an email, that would be good. At least I could communicate. But what if the leads, when they came in, also told me what their buying decision was? Like, when are they going to buy? Now, Matt, if you had a list of 20 leads and 8 of them said, I'm ready to buy in the next 1 to 3 months, what would that data mean for you as opposed to the entire leads that you just got? In other words, what would you be doing with those 20 leads?
Yeah. So let me kind of answer your question, but also explain this. So in the past, like I said before on this call, Facebook leads, people would always say they were crappy leads. Like I told you before, big advertisers have left the space. But when those big advertisers were in the space, the people that had success with Facebook leads, what they did is when they created a lead ad, which meant go directly through Facebook, is they created categories that were specifically, saying, are you looking to sell your home? Yes or no. How many months are you looking to buy? But the agents that did not do that, and they just left it open for a phone number, email, and maybe an address or whatever, they were getting crappy leads because remember when Kelly clicked on it just auto-populated it? Well, that was just somebody clicking on it to get to see the rest of the pictures, right? Well, guess what? This software, go ahead and it generates questions. So then it narrows down to the most highly and probable people that are looking to buy. It weeds out the people that are the looky-loos. So show them your results and show them what it shows, what you showed me this morning. Watch this,
guys. Again, I'm going to pop this in a second. I'm going to show you why this is so powerful. So there are those of you that are watching this live right now, and I'm going to show you something that will literally help guide you to only talk with or expend energy, immediate energy. It's what I call expend energy now to get a result in 30 to 60 days, as opposed to long-term energy where you've got somebody that might be long-term, 6, 12 months or beyond. So guys, when I ran the lead, because I'm running these through listings to leads, and it syncs with Facebook and it syncs with Chime and most other major CRMs, these leads have gone into my Chime automatically. I didn't put them in there. They came from listings to leads via API. Very simple way. You just click a couple buttons. These leads are now sitting in my Chime, but check this out, guys. Here's the results. So 19 leads, a cost of $1.79 per lead. I'm not showing you guys their names because this is recorded, but there's their emails, there's their phones. But guys, I want you to see this column right here. Of the 19 leads, 6 are telling me buying in 1 to 3 months. Victor, do you see that?
Guys, they had a choice of putting just dreaming, okay, 1 to 3 months or 12 months plus. Look, he's got 6, and those numbers, we all know that leads are a numbers game. There's 6 of them out of the 19 leads. That's a pretty good conversion there.
Oh my God.
1 to
You get one
3.
buyer from
So,
there, that pays for itself.
so what I would do is I would just put the just dreaming that are already in my chime and put them on a long nurture drip. Okay. Don't forget about them. Put them on a long nurture drip. And then the 1 to 3 months, I'm reaching out to them with a phone call. I'm reaching out to them, an email, and then I'm finding out what they're looking for. And that's only 6 leads I got to work. And he only spent, how much did you spend? Like 30
bucks, Matt. 29.
Well,
20, 20,
20. I bet you from the just dreaming, if you call them, you can even get a buyer from there just asking a couple of questions, man. They might think they can't buy, but then that's when you as a real estate expert start telling them about maybe answering questions like credit or whatever it is. And you might get a buyer from the just dreaming also.
All right. So check this out.
Let me tell you guys real quick, Kelly. Let me tell you this, guys. For you team leaders that are on here that want to be able to give your agents some stuff to work, okay? You can't tell me investing $29 or $100 to get some of these solid leads and have somebody in your office call them and nurture them and then give them out to the agents. This is a huge lead source right now because all the big players left Facebook. It hasn't been years that you were getting $1.50 to $1.79 a lead. It used to be that in the beginning. And then as more people came in, it was like $3 or $4 a lead. Okay. That was a good lead if you had a good funnel. So if you just took a little bit of your advertising money and put this towards this, okay, you guys could be feeding your agents some stuff, so that they can work them. So keep going, Kelly. Sorry to interrupt.
So now let's do the rubber hits the road. Okay. Matt, can you tell me if you can see this calculator?
Yes, sir.
So guys, I took $29 over 2 days and developed 20 leads, of which 6 are 1 to 3 months and 2 or 12 months. So there's actually 8 leads in here that are this year, with the majority of them possibly converting in 1 to 3 months. Now, I'm going to give you a key on how to get these guys to all work with you and no other agent. So don't log off, or if you're watching this after I drop it on YouTube, you better listen, because I'm going to tell you how to get every freaking one of these to say, I want to work with you and not any other agent, but you got to be willing to do it. So hold on. So guys, if I took this $29 budget, right, and let's say I just went to $100 a week, that's 65 leads, phone numbers, emails. Now let's just take that 36 3 times. If I did $100 a week, I'm looking at 18 to 20, 1 to 3 months. Are you feeling me here? That means $400 a month, or 433, should get you almost 100 leads, a little shy of 100 leads of 1 to 3 months. None of you, let me do this. I'm going to go to chat. Matt, help me has anybody here ever, go to chat. Has anybody here ever generated 100 buyer leads for $400 stating they're ready to purchase in 1 to 3 months? Has anybody here ever done that? Yes or no? Be honest. The devil is a liar. Keep going. Yes, Jacob, you can do that. All right, cool beans. That's what I thought. And guys, I just showed you the proof. This is not my numbers. These are not numbers that I made up over here. This is an ad I ran on somebody else's listing. Now imagine if this was your listing, and now you've got 6 buyers that are interested in purchasing in one. Now they might not want your listing, but they came in off your listing. So you've got a 50-50 shot at that deal, right? So check this out. Google Screened. Is everybody familiar with Google Screened? I want to put this in a perspective. I am Google Screen certified, which means I can go ahead and I can go to Google now and run an ad. I can pay them. They want $200 a week from me for it to give me 3 to 5 live transfer leads to my phone a week. So I can pay them $200 a week. That's $800, almost $900 a month. And I'm going to get anywhere from 8 to 12 leads for almost $900 a month, right? Now, I think those are good leads. And if you've got the $800 to $900 a month, you should be doing that too. However, I don't know that Google lead coming over to me is a 1 to 3 monther. They went on Google and they're searching, and I've got a very good shot. If they connect well with me, I've got a good offer. But guys, $900. Okay, $900. If I take Matt, help me do the math here. If I take 900, divide that by 29, that's 31 times the return times 6. That means I can generate 186. I'm going to purchase in 1 to 3 months leads versus 9 to 12. Y'all with me? For that same budget. I've never seen a return like that. And if it holds out to be long-term, guys, this is going to be key for some of you going into the next 1 to 9 months. We are going to go through some hell on earth as realtors. So your leads have got to be on point. Your leads need to be there. And let me stop sharing for just a minute, because I want to make sure everybody is with me on this. Your leads have got to be on point. Your message has to be on point, and you've got to have a steady flow. Just generating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leads per ad doesn't win the game. It doesn't give you the field of battle. This is something you need to do consistently every week, because your conversions, just because I got 6 to 9 leads there, doesn't mean I'm converting 6 to 9. If I can get one of those to convert and I spent $29, would y'all do that? Would y'all check? Would you trade a $9,000 commission for potentially 29 bucks? Matt?
I mean, absolutely 100%, guys. I mean, listen, we're all going to be going through, a little rough patch here. Let's all just give reality, okay? Within the next 12 months, okay? So what we're trying to do is bring you guys solutions, okay? Not problems, all right? And this is a solution even for not even the team leads, for the individual agent that says, hey, you know what? I want to spend, let's just say your marketing budget is, $100 a month, okay? You can put $100 a month and run a couple ads, get some leads, work them, nurture them. Okay. And if you just got one out of that $100, I mean, you're 10xing or probably 20xing your ad spend that you did. Okay. And I'm telling you, Facebook is back for the agents right now. All right. There's a guy that works at our company. His name's Tim Macy. He's a servant leader. He's been really successful. He's out of San Antonio area, and I was on a mastermind with him. It's a Tuesday morning mastermind, and he specifically brought up, and he's been a hater on Facebook leads. He's all about video content and YouTube and social media stuff, but he said you need to get back on some Facebook leads, even if it's just a little bit, because they are back and the dollar per cost lead. And this is a proven fact on what Kelly just showed you guys, him just doing that beta test on that one listing there. So, and it's very low cost, guys. Okay. So
here is now the key to win every one of these. Now, some of you guys aren't going to want to do what I'm going to share with you, but whatever. I mean, you got to do you. You got to be, you got to do what you feel is best for your business. But the market right now is crazy. Interest rates are 5 to 6%, which means a lot of these buyers are being priced out of the market, or they could buy that home, but they're looking at pennies and dollars and going, oh my God, I need every bit of help I can get. I just talked to a buyer yesterday that a year ago, we started trying to get him pre-approved. And a year ago, I could have gotten him in a $350,000 home, USDA, which is no money down. Today, they qualify for $217,000. I can't find them anything except mobile homes for that kind of money. So they're priced out of the market. So here's the key, guys. I've got my calculator pulled up, and I want to show you a couple scenarios that you can do when you reach out. If you do these leads, that when you reach out, a couple scenarios for you to secure that they're going to work with you. Very few agents are going to do what I'm going to tell you. Now, this isn't for everybody. You have to decide what your unique selling proposition is and what you're willing to do, which means what you're willing to give to secure. Because at the end of the day, if they have value in you above and beyond, you're going to communicate, you're going to show them houses on the MLS that just get listed, which is really, if you think about it, real estate agents, we're being commoditized. If you're just an order taker, you're not going to be in business in 3 to 5 years. An order taker is an agent that gets a call and says, hey, I want to go see that home. And you say, yes, sir, let's go and see it. And you don't even get a pre-approval. You just take the order and you go down there, right? An actual expert, somebody who is professional, steers that conversation in a way that they no longer become an order taker, but they become a value giver, a value bringer. So here's a scenario. Back to these leads. So let's say I reach out to this guy right here. He's 1 to 3 months. And we start and I'm gonna just call him and say, hey, my name is, I noticed you looked at, don't ever say you clicked one of my ads. That's a freaking salesman. I noticed you were looking at one of the homes that I put on Facebook. It's the one that was on the canal leading to the lake. Do you remember that? Oh, yeah. That was a pretty interesting. Well, do you have any questions? Oh, well, it's a little bit more. Oh, really? Well, what are you guys wanting to spend? Well, we were really wanting to stay under 450. I know that house is a blah, blah, blah. It would be nice to be on the lake, but it's not a, oh, really? Well, tell me more. What else are you looking, right? You see how that conversation, now I'm not asking about anything else. I'm just getting him comfortable. So here is the value added proposition. Well, in this case, Mr. Eric, if you were looking to make a move in the next 1 to 3 months, number one, are you working with a realtor exclusive? And if not, would you be willing to hear about what I do for my buyers? Oh, you know what, Kelly? I'm working with Linda Hoopy over here at Hoopy Doopy Realty. And yeah, not a problem. I wish you well. Please keep my information. I don't want to abridge your relationship with your real estate agent, but if you have any general questions, I don't mind answering them. I wish you well. That's one scenario. The other scenario is, no, I'm not really. I mean, I've talked to a couple agents, but I'm not working with it. Great. Well, can I share with you what I do that's different, right? Now we get to the nitty gritty, because you know what? Talk is great. Talk's cheap. It takes money to buy rum. Here's what I'm going to say to this, Mr. Eric. Well, Mr. Eric, one of the things that I do is I'm going to give you access to not only homes like I showed you on Facebook. These are what we call listed properties. I'm also going to find out exactly what you're looking for. And I'm going to give you access. Guys, listen to what I'm saying. This is next level ninja. And if you're watching this on YouTube, this is very important. I want to give you access to off-market properties as well. These are properties that don't have a lot of competition, because most buyers like yourself are working with agents, and most agents won't go and find these properties. So I'm going to find out what you want and give you access to properties not yet listed by an agent, but these are houses that potentially would go ahead and sell to you. Is that important to you, Mr. Oh, yeah, great. Now, Mr. Eric, the other thing I want to do is, I know that in today's economy, everything being equal, it's a little tougher. Houses are a little bit more money. Interest rates are fluctuating. One of the things that I do is, if you allow me to be your buyer's agent, I'm going to give you up to 25% of my buyer's agent commission as a rebate you can use to buy down your interest rate or use for closing costs. And guys, the key is up to. To get a full 25%, we have to look at homes that are giving 3%, which they're not all out there right now. Most of them are 2 to 2.5. But if he's willing to search for one at 3%, or if I can find an off-market property like a FSBO or an expired that they will give 3%, then I will give him the full 25%. If they don't, then I bring it down to 15%. You do you can do 1,000, but give them something for closing costs or interest rate buy down, because it really psychologically goes a long way. And guys, let's talk about it. If the average home right now is 450K, okay, and let's just say that they are giving 3%. Okay, you're at 13.5, you're giving him 25%. For 3,300, guys, you're making 10 grand on this deal, and it cost you $29 to generate all of these leads. I'm telling you right now, this is the scenario that you can shut that buyer down, and that buyer will be like, yes, I'm working with that agent. So again, give them something, maybe 1,000 towards closing cost. Go ahead, Matt.
And I'd like to say, so that is a strategy, guys, right? Now you're going to have to know if you need to use that strategy. All that is a tool in your belt. Okay.
Correct.
We're not saying that every client just go, hey, I offer 25%. You got to know that that's a strategy. It's the same strategy when you meet a seller that is looking to buy a home too. To get both of them, I always say, hey, listen, you know what I'm going to do for you is, if you use me as your buyer's agent, I'm going to go ahead and give you a 1% discount on your listing, right? Because I'll take 5% all day long for both of them, right? Now, guys, what I want to do is I want to bring up a gentleman. He doesn't know that I'm calling on him. But this gentleman, I want to show you guys. So listen, if you guys don't know Kelly, I met Kelly back in March, and let me tell you, this guy's servant leader. He is always trying to give back to the agents, and that's why I decided to partner with him. But let me tell you where agents sometimes fail. we do these trainings, we give you this information, you get pumped up, you're like, yeah, but then you don't take any action. Okay. I'm going to be a little hard on you right now. You can't just look at these videos and not take any action. But I'm going to bring up a gentleman that I'm very proud of that just joined us here at Real. Okay. This guy's literally been with us about a week. Okay. And this gentleman, I think he's still on the call. Where are you at? Jacob, turn on your camera, brother. Okay. This gentleman had a meeting with Kelly. Okay. He had a meeting with Kelly. Kelly actually brought him over to Real. He had a meeting with Kelly. And remember, we've offered every one of you guys, if you want to get on Kelly's calendar, get on there. He'll help you with whatever. But Kelly, he asked us, he said, hey, what do I need to do to get fast start on this right away? And he goes, I want to increase my business, this and that. Kelly had probably an hour, maybe 2 hour long Zoom with him. Okay. Told him all the systems to implement. He implemented them right away. And Jacob, go ahead and tell him what happened within the first 24 to 48 hours. Tell the story of what happened from you just taking action and doing exactly. He was coachable, guys. You got to be coachable. He was coachable and did exactly what Kelly told him to do. And tell us your success story, brother.
Hey, well, I appreciate the kind words, but all I did was, I work at this full time and I don't just sit around not doing stuff. So it's non-negotiable to take action when I learn things. But before I will say background, before I switched, like I didn't really have much coaching and guidance. So it's a lot of built up hunger for someone telling me what to do. So definitely have a lot of motivation to just do whatever I got to do to make it happen. But long story short, all I did was connect Chime with My Plus Leads, and the AI just set a bunch of home evaluations for me. And that was one of many things that I did. But with that, every time someone requested a home evaluation, I just called them. And I was with us for a week, but most of that week was kind of setting things up, learning how to do things, and not really having the knowledge yet to take the action because I was getting my license switched and I had to figure out some deals that were switching over. But the first day I was like, all right, I'm going to start marketing to FSBOs. That first day I set a listing appointment the next day. So just from the AI, like literally a click of a few buttons. So yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you the AI that we get with Chime. If you don't have the AI set up, you need to get it set up. And if you don't know how to do it, reach out to Kelly or me. But listen, the AI, from My Plus Leads, 2 of my withdrawn listings that I went on came from the AI getting the conversation started. And then I just jumped in and went for the listing appointment. Right. So just know we have all the tools here, guys. We just have to take action on it. And I mean, for Jacob to get a listing appointment, literally within 48 hours of him setting up all of his systems. Okay. So just know that, to reach out to us. So let's open it up, Kelly, for any questions that they have on this platform, and tell them what me and Kelly are working on something with listings to leads to be able to offer to the whole team. Okay. That will be at a cheaper price than what it is to get listings to leads. But Kelly will tell you what it costs to get listings to leads. And then, we're working on something where we can offer to the whole team to where they can all get this at a cheaper cost. But go ahead, Kelly.
So before we open up for questions, I just want you guys to know that the hot points that I think all of you should be working on is generating these Facebook leads, communicate with these leads, make sure that you've got a good message to market, make sure that your offers are on point. Don't be a commodity real estate agent where all you're doing is taking orders. That type of agent is going away. Become the neighborhood or the geographical expert and bring value to those particular leads. When you reach out to these leads, don't reach out like you're a salesman. How many of you ever go to Home Depot or Lowe's and you might want to go and look at a washing machine and you go into that department and the salespeople like, right? You just want to look. Well, these people, think about them in the same manner. They're just looking. They don't need an agent that's already talking home approval, mortgage approval. Let's go look. Just start that relationship like I did with that agent who, when I finally asked if I could use his home, we already had an established relationship after 15 minutes. It was natural. It wasn't like I was selling him, right? So those are some important things. Make sure that your offers are on point. Start using direct mail. Even if you don't use our direct mail, start sending letters out. And one last thing, Matt, I didn't share this. I'm going to share one more thing to show you how powerful this is, guys. Let me go here, and I'm going to go here. Hold on one second. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So here, let me see if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? All right. So let me go ahead and get seller. Okay, so you see this lead right here that came in, this person? You can use listings to leads for home evaluations. They have their own home evaluation ad they run for you with a click of a button. And so let me tell you why this is a very important. We're seeing good results with this. Here is an individual, when they click my home evaluation, in order to get it, all they need is their name, their email. I don't even have their phone number. I don't want their phone number for this one because a lot of times people don't want to do that. Here I've got the name and the address. So what can I do with that address? Oh, I'm glad you guys asked. I can send out a postcard. It gets better, or a letter addressed to this individual at that address, introducing them to the ninja. And then what I'll do, if I send them out a postcard, I will do a QR code. It will say, scan the QR code for a video home evaluation. I will walk you through what your home's worth and what homes near you sold for. And guys, I'll do that on these because those convert at a higher rate. Now this is something no other agent does. So you can use listings to leads, generate some home evaluation leads, and don't do like the normal where you're going to call them up and you're going to go do a video, put a QR code on a letter, put a QR code on an email, put a QR code on a postcard, send it to this individual, and then see what happens. They click that QR code. They're going to see you. Hey, Dean, this is Kelly, the real estate ninja. Thank you for. Now, here's what I want to do. In the next 3 to 4 minutes, I'm going to actually give you a video home evaluation to share with you what your home could be worth in today's market and what your neighbor's home. Guys, do you see how powerful that is? So those are some things you could be going after. And there's 5 niches I want you guys to think about. FSBOs, expireds, geofarming for sellers or seller lead gen, buyer lead generation. And then the 5th one is a toss-up between probate and pre-foreclosure. If you're not doing pre-foreclosure, you need to. Anyway, I'm done with that. Let's ask questions.
Yeah. Kelly, real quick, I want to show you guys what he's talking about, a video CMA. Okay. So I have a listing right now. It's been on the market 15 days. You can't just sit there and not talk to your clients, right? Now, the regular agent is just going to call up the client, go, yeah, it's just not selling. It's not doing this. Here's what I do. And I send him a video just like Kelly's doing. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you here. So I go into Zoom, okay, or you can do it through a video platform, okay? And this was me saying it was an 8-minute video, and I was giving them an update on because they're asking me. The clients were asking me. This was just this weekend. They were asking me, well, should we lower the price? I said, hey, let me, instead of being the agent's like, yeah, let's lower the price. Let me go ahead and knock your price down. What I decided to do was I said, hey, I responded to him. I said, hey, let me do a deep dive into the market again. And let me look at what's going on. And I'll get back with you and let you know, but I'm going to shoot a video for you. So watch this just real quick. I'm going to skim through part of it. But
all right. Let's take a look here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, but let's take a look at the market really quick inside your neighborhood. All right. So it's your house. Some of these houses have been on the market way too long. Okay. But that's 100 days. This one's, these aren't going to sell in the 500s. It's just not going to happen. They're going to have to drop their price. But let's look at closed volume here. It's so hard here. This one on Longbow here. It's on a pretty big size lot. 18 that went under contract. We don't know if it went under at 525 or not. Time right now, right? Because they don't have to rush because they know that the homes are sitting a little bit longer, so they have a little bit longer to think. Okay, so going down to like 440, a price drop of $5,000, I think is a pretty good move. But it's totally up to you guys when you're wanting to do that. But if you're banking on a house out there in Wisconsin.
So guys, this client is already put an offer on in Wisconsin. So that's what I was talking about there. But I went over different things. I went over what was going on in the market, what has gone under contract, what's pending, what's sold. And I sent that to them, and their response to me was, thank you so much. That was very informational. Okay. So I'm doing that with my sellers, but what Kelly's talking about is take it up a notch. When you get that seller lead in, however you get that seller lead in, go and do a market report through your MLS and do a video. Guess what they're getting from you? They're getting to know you. Video, listen, raise your hand on here if you guys knew Kelly the Ninja Wheeler before I introduced him to you. Exactly. A lot of you guys knew him from his YouTube channel of the value he gave back. That's how you built the relationship. Some of you agents like Bernard decided to partner with Kelly because he knew him on his YouTube channel. Jacob decided to partner with Kelly because he knew him on his YouTube channel. Well, it's the same thing with your buyers and your sellers. They want to get to know you. Why do you think that people like Michelle Belisaro that's on here, So Boca, why do you think she gets leads from her YouTube channel? She gets leads from her YouTube channel because people know her as So Boca, okay? Same thing with Jeremy Knight in Austin. Why is he going to do over $100 million, $100 million this year in closings just from YouTube? Because people know him. So video is super important once you've got the lead. Okay.
Trust me on this, guys. If you get a request for home evaluation, for God's sakes, do not send an email that says, here, click this link for your evaluation, and send them a generic one. Trust me on this, guys, do a video one, because in the video, you can also talk about your unique selling proposition. Mr. Seller, here's your blah, blah, blah. This is what I've done. If you've enjoyed this, or if you want more information, by the way, here's what I do for the homeowners that trust me to sell their most valuable asset, right? There you can drop your bombs right there. And no other agent, none that I know of here locally, does what we just told you to do. So if you've got if you have home evaluation leads sitting in your C-arm right now, the rest of the week, start dropping some 3 to 5 minute videos on it with a quick evaluation, and you watch what happens. Holy
Listen,
crap.
I know a lot of you guys that are on here. The majority of people on here are from El Paso. And here's the thing, El Paso for video, it's not even there. Nobody's even inched into that market yet. So you come in and you be different, you're going to explode. Okay. So we're going to open it up for any questions. Me and Kelly are going to shut up. Anybody have any questions?
Unmute yourself if you have a question.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Oh, I'm unmuted.
Okay, there you go, Michelle. Go ahead.
So my question was, if I have had some just solds, how can I market those with listings to leads?
So listings to leads, when you bring over that just sold as a listing, you can bring over a just sold if it was yours. It will allow you to create 15 different digital assets. It will give you, oh my God, I tell you what, that is a whole nother video. I actually have software, guys. So check this out. I'm not going to, this video of what we're doing today, and those of you watching YouTube, just hang with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell, because what she just said, you can do at a level no other agent's doing. So Michelle, technically you can use listings to leads to create your digital assets.
Yeah.
I can then go into My Plus Leads and I can pull that entire neighborhood, every homeowner in that neighborhood that hits a certain level, like a 5+ year mortgage, this much equity. I can extract all of those people, and then I can click one button in My Plus Leads, and I will get all their email addresses and phone numbers. What can I do with that? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I can then go ahead and email them my just sold, but it gets better. In listings to leads, I can print the already done for me letter. I can print that thing, stuff it, send it to those addresses. Trifecta. Now you are and let me tell you, one of the best listings in the world to get is coming off of telling that neighborhood, the right homeowners, the 5+ year mortgages, telling them that you just sold this house at this address, check it out. We'd love to talk with you about doing the same for you, right? That's how you can utilize it. But it's that's a whole nother 1 hour training on how to implement. But I can get you the data on their phone numbers, their emails. I can pull the addresses in any neighborhood.
Yeah.
You guys can do it now, like that. Boom, boom, bing. Right? That's Kevin Hart. Boom, boom, bing. Right? And boom, boom, boom. Stay with me, guys. Stay with the ninja. Boom, boom, bing. I'm going to show you how to do it. Boom. Oh, anyway. We can do that, Michelle, at a high level. You can literally do what you just said using listings to leads, using My Plus leads, and then sending the letter from listings to leads or putting it on a postcard.
Okay.
It's killer. Who else?
I
Man?
had a
Come on, guys.
question. I have one. So if you guys are working a deal with listings to leads, should we be hopping on and purchasing that like today, or should we wait?
All right,
a
so here's the
couple
deal.
weeks?
Here's the deal. Matt and I are working on a deal right now, but it could be a month or two away. So if you want a 30-day free trial, I'll drop a link. But when we get this other deal, it's going to be cheaper for you. You're going to want to cancel that and take our deal, because it's going to be, if everything goes as right, it could be half the price. But we don't have that secured yet. It's a volume discount. So if you want access to this, Matt, are you okay with them for 30 days trying it for free and then switching over when we get that discount?
Yeah, 100%. Tell them how much it is after the 30 days, just in case we don't have the deal solidified, so they understand.
$59 a month. And
So
I've got-
$59 a
yeah,
month.
I've got right.
We're
here-
trying to get a deal, that's going to basically cut that in half is what we're working on. Okay.
But if you want a 30-day trial, I'm going to put it in chat. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this will change your life. And by the way, I am an affiliate with them, but I don't mention this product because I want money. I only get like $5 or $6 right now off of you guys after you go to the paid plan. So I didn't do this 1 hour video for you guys to try to make $6 a piece. That is not my intention. My intention is to show you, hopefully, proof of what you guys could be doing. And guys, you get it for free for 30 days. If you don't like it, kick out in 29 days. But if you do like it, keep it. And then when we have this other thing done, we'll let you know. And then
Kelly, can
switch.
you do me a favor, man? Melissa, by the way, when I was saying about taking action, that's not you, Melissa. I have failed you as far as getting you hooked up with Kelly. But Melissa wants to get her My Plus leads attached. Okay. We've just been super busy. So can you drop your Calendly link in there for Melissa? Yeah, everybody.
I'm going to drop my email. Here's why. I'm afraid to drop my link. Everybody's going to get on my calendar and it might be stuff that's not pertaining. So here's my email. If you want to get on my calendar about what we talked about today specifically, because it'll fill up, use that email, send me an email. And then from there later today, I'll send you a calendar invite. But guys, I'm telling you right now, what you learn, and let me do this. I want to end the recording so we can answer any more questions. For those of you that are watching on YouTube right now, whether on Matt's channel or our YouTube channel together, make sure you drop comments below. Let me know what you thought about this, and we would love to get feedback from you. But we're going to go ahead and stop the recording now. I appreciate every one of you ninjas on my channel, and keep checking back. We drop this stuff all the time for you guys. All right, ninjas, we'll see you on the next video.